Hello and welcome to the Stuck on Self-Love podcast. My name is Tazeen, and I'm a writer, self-love, and mental health advocate and STUK Design's blog manager. Along with 5 other young women from around the world, I run a successful nonprofit for girls and a clothing brand. At STUK Designs, we believe in self-love first because self-love is the dawn that marks the beginning of all the different kinds of loves and because it undoubtedly sustains success. This podcast shines light on strong and talented women who persevere and excel in life while bathing in abundant self-love. So if you're ready to keep it real, level up in all your inner work, creative business, and community impact, then you've come to the right place because we provide you with content that helps your soul glow, your mind grow, and keeps you lit. Thank you for pressing play. Let's dive in. Demotivation, frustration, anxiety, helplessness, depression, poor productivity. The list of emotions we've all collectively felt over the past year and a half now can go on and on. We're facing unusual circumstances, and so such emotional reaction is only natural. There are some countries where the COVID situation is under control. Then there are places where the number of cases are progressively increasing each day. In India, the numbers have been on a rise and stricter measures are being enforced. The situation here is alarming. Other countries are also seeing changes in lockdown rules where some areas are undergoing relaxation and some are experiencing heavier restrictions. We're going through cycles of lockdowns and reopenings. It can be hard to focus on tasks you wish to complete and goals you wish to achieve in the midst of all this chaos. When your mind is not at ease, getting work done is going to be a challenge. Even completing basic necessary chores can be a challenge. So how can you forgive yourself for slacking off or for not being efficient? Your priorities, your time management, your to-do list will all have to undergo some sort of manipulations to fit your new lifestyle. Your list of chores for each day are going to look different. Your productivity for work is going to look different. Your sleep schedule might be different too. And all of this is okay as long as your mind is at ease and you're still aware of what you want to achieve and what you have to do to get there. It might take more time than usual, and all of this is definitely going to take a lot of patience and self-forgiveness. Know that some days you will check off all the boxes on your to-do list, while some days you might not move so much as a glass off the counter. You don't have to be as productive as you used to be. You don't have to forcibly hold yourself together when all you want to do is break down. It is okay to not be okay. Putting pressure on yourself to be the usual version of you in such an unusual circumstance will only pull you down even more. What matters most right now is your physical and mental health. Your mind is reacting to a lot of different stimuli than before, and it is unrealistic to hence expect it to function the way it used to. Allow yourself to accept what is going on in order to adapt to it. Some of us have begun to adapt, some have not. I understand that it's not that easy. So pat yourself on the back for every single accomplishment of the day, no matter how small, and forgive yourself for not doing the things that you intended to. Tools like meditation, yoga, exercise, long relaxing baths, quiet reading hours, painting, cooking, etc. are all here to help you release all of the stress, the anxiety, all the frustration. It is obviously easier to name these than to actually incorporate these into our lives, but gradually, with practice, we can get there. Now, let's talk about actually getting work done. Our new normal looks like a ton of Zoom meetings and online classes, no more parties, lonely birthdays. Now, this new normal is drastically different from the lives that we led up until the beginning of last year. So, how does one work on their goals? Now, by goals, I don't just mean ones that are career-related. I mean anything. Healing your deteriorating mental health because of this pandemic, starting a new business, healing from trauma, getting your degree, strengthening your relationships. The list is endless. When you feel lost, take the rest you need. Use any of the tools that we just talked about. Do whatever it is that you need to do. And then ask yourself these important questions. Just because this pandemic has forced you into your homes, does that mean that your goals have changed? Yes, your circumstances have changed. Yes, you can no longer do things the way you did before. So there have to be changes that you're going to make too. So what are those changes going to be? And ask yourself, what is important to you? What do you wish to achieve? What do you need to do to get where you want to be? How can you drive focus back to your tasks? Does designating a separate workspace in your home just for your work help if you don't have such a space or corner already? Does tidying up the place help? Does a few moments of meditation in silence help to focus? What works for you and what doesn't? Think about it and write it all down. Write down every single detail so you can actually see it and then work on what's laid out in front of you. If writing things down this way is something you've always done, great, continue to do so. But if you've never tried it, maybe try it now. See what works for you. As I deliver this message of hope and support, I think to myself, what could I really say that would make you feel better? What is it that someone could say to me to make me feel better? The answer remains unclear. There isn't much that I can say or do to better your circumstance, but I suppose what does help is a message of some sort of hope being delivered to your ears and a voice of comfort to help you get through, which was the aim of this episode. Also, something else that could help is providing a place where you can freely talk about your struggles or what you do to cope. It would be great if you could leave comments on our Instagram post that we will be uploading for this episode and talk to us. What is the situation like in your area? What does your daily routine look like? How are you feeling? Your struggles and techniques that help you get through could also be a source of comfort for someone else, and without a doubt, help you share your burden. You can also DM us on Instagram or talk about it in your stories where you can tag us and provide a screenshot of this episode. Hold on to hope and do not give up on yourself. Thank you for spending a few precious moments of your life with me today. I hope you have a good day or night, and thank you for existing. Please subscribe to this podcast if you haven't already. Leave a rating or review, share a screenshot of you listening to it on your stories and tag us. And of course, tell your friends and family about it. That's it for today's episode. See you in the next one. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. You can visit our website, www.stukdesigns.org, to shop our merch, make donations, join our blogging team, or be a part of our affiliate program. See you in our next episode. Love and light from us to you.